One of the great features about the track at Manfeild is the Fujitsu family of motorsport. Dan Higgins and the team built the track, hence the name of the famous corner Higgins. And of course, Robbie and Wendy Lester ran the track for so many years. And before racing started on the weekend, young Jono Lester gave Nana and Grandad a really nice surprise. Jono Lester, we're doing a bit of a yarn about how the new Manfeild meets the old Manfeild. And tell us a bit about some of the firsts that you've been able to do in the GT3 Cup Porsche Challenge.
Well, we've been pretty lucky over the last couple of years, Clint, to have a fair bit of success. My debut season last year, I became the youngest race winner in the world for the class at 17. Repeated that for the second time at the A1GP the other weekend, and also became the youngest round event winner for the worldwide series. So it's all going pretty bloody well.
And that's not the only first that's sort of happening at the moment, is it?
No, I'm thinking that this weekend I might become the youngest guy to take his grandparents for a hot lap in the Porsche. So I think we might have to suit them up and see how they go.
So Robbie, I mean, how would you feel about that? Because this is a meeting of the old and the new, isn't it? Your grandson.
Well, I guess when we're talking hot laps, I'd like to be driving. I'm not a good passenger. There's no way. And you could talk to Brian Green about that because we went rallying together at one stage.
Well, tell us a bit about all the work that you did here at Manfeild.
Well, I suppose it started as a dream back about 1969, 1970, and it was really a car club issue, and I was involved with the car club, and we decided we needed to have a motor race circuit here. At that time it was in Levin, and the track was short, and its life was finite because the jockey club wanted to get rid of the circuit. So we had that issue there, and I guess it became a matter of persuading the club that it could happen. There were several special general meetings, as you might imagine. It wasn't ever unanimous, but however, we had a majority to carry the day, and we began the design of it. In fact, I was laughing, we were talking about the design earlier on here, and I had a scale photograph of this area of land, 42 acres at the time, that we were talking about. And I had cardboard cutouts, and Chris Amon had said to me, you must get 100 mile an hour average, very important. So, of course, the only way we could do that was to get as simple as we could. Not too many corners, too technical, and, of course, you don't get the passing. But to get the 100 mile an hour average, that was something else. So we had to put the camber on. And I think that camber now is pretty unique.
Well, it's got a lovely flow about it, hasn't it?
It does flow. You carry probably 30, 40, even 50 mile an hour, pardon the old terminology, around each corner with grip. So, of course, it is one of the few circuits now where you can have 2-3 cars side by side battling for a corner. This can't happen elsewhere. There's too much processional stuff in motorsport, in my view, as an enthusiast here.
And how many years did you run the track here?
For 33 years, yeah. It was a 7-day a week. Wendy, of course, did the work, and I got all the glamour of it. I just must say that in setting that circuit, we had to go over 3K at that time to get an international permit. So I used the carbon cutouts with a piece of string against the scale, and I got it at around about 3.1 kilometres. Yeah, and when we finally finished it, it was 3.03. Not bad for a piece of string.
That's fantastic. Wendy, tell us a bit about all the hard work that you did behind the scenes running this place. I mean, these guys out there doing all the glory, but this is the real can-do part of the Kiwi attitude, isn't it?
Yes. I can't believe I'm actually talking to a microphone because I've always been behind the scenes. No, I loved it. Yeah, it was a personal thing. We knew all the drivers. Yeah, no, we just loved it, and it was it was a family thing that we did.
What was your job?
I was secretary and general factotum, did everything. Yeah. Ran the office pretty much, and with Steph Carr, who came on board, the two of us ran everything. Did all the regs, the entries, everything. And then Rob did the outside stuff, if you like, advertising and negotiations with the councils and that sort of thing. Yeah.
What are the changes that you've seen at the Manfeild Auto Complex now? I mean, like, you've got a whole stack of new things, haven't you? The track's basically still the same, which is a beautiful track. Yes,
that basically is the same. I mean, we knew it was always going to come. We would have liked it to come in our time, but it wasn't possible. We had a lot of debt that we were paying back. We had a lot of rainouts. obviously, in our first 7 years, but it was very tight budgeting, and we did it. We paid our debts eventually. Sometimes it was very slow, but we got there. And so it would have been lovely to have had all the nice buildings and everything in our time, but it didn't happen, and good luck to everybody who's enjoying them now.
So after 30 years of hard work behind the scenes, you've never actually been out on the track?
Have I? I may have done something with Tim Gibbs in a rally car, I'm sorry to say. I haven't been out on the track with my grandson in a Porsche.
Well, you're going to now.
Yes, I am. Oh my God, am I really?
So you better get suited up, because this is where the new Manfeild meets the old.
Is that a fact?
Jono will have one for you, and he's going to take you for the hottest lap of your life.
Is this a cook-up? This is a cook-up, isn't it? I haven't even got proper shoes. Well, it was unbelievable. I have no idea how he learned to drive like that. I was watching what he was doing. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. He's wonderful. He's so clever. Oh no, so fast. Brilliant.
So for all those years you were behind the scenes, now you know what it's like out on the track.
It's like, yeah. But I always had a respect for them, but it's even more.
In what way?
I can't tell you. It's the way the gear changes, the braking, remembering everything. And he's only a baby. How did he learn that? That's so quick. Yes.